Hi students, welcome to Social Studies class. Today we'll continue the last topic of the second chapter, sectors of Indian economy. Today we'll read how to protect the workers in the unorganized sector, and we'll discuss sectors in the terms of ownership, that is public and private sector. Now, yesterday we saw that what are the difference between, or what are the similarities and difference between organized and unorganized sector. Now, let us discuss how to protect the workers in unorganized sector. Students, we all know that unorganized sector is a sector where we see all small, medium, and even large industries are operating. Marginal farmers, small farmers are working. We are seeing the shopkeepers, artisans such as weavers, blacksmith, carpenters, all are working. Nearly 80% of the rural household in India are in the marginal category, and all of these comes under the unorganized sector. We have seen that in a organized sector there are various facilities like medical leave, casual leave, fixed monthly salary, provident fund, so many facilities we are having. But in an organized sector, unorganized sector, we see all these facilities are missing. Even there is no proper environment, working environment for the people. There is no fixed hours, no fixed wages or payment, even no fixed time or date for the payment of their wages. So the question arises, when this much percentage of people working in unorganized sector, the majority of the people in our country are working in unorganized sector, then why don't we have a rule, a regulation to protect their interest, to provide them minimum wage, minimum salary, minimum standard, minimum working hours? So there should be a rule similar to the organized sector for unorganized sector also. The government has to come out, the government has to make the rules and regulation, or the rules or regulation which are existing in unorganized sector must be made strict, so that the interest of these workers will be taken into consideration. They will also have protection, security of the job, protection for their job in unorganized sector. Now, if we divide again our economy, we can divide it into public sector and private sector. Now, the word public sector, nothing but government sector. Now, any organization or any sector which is operated, maintained, and run by the government, it may be the state government or the central government, it comes under the public sector. Example, railways or post office. These are two are the best example of public sector. One more you can see, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, comes under public sector. Next, private sector are those sector which are managed or run or operated by group of people together, few group of people together like shareholders and all, or individual. For example, if you take Reliance, Tisco, Tata Iron and Steel Company, these all are examples of private owned industries. Now, what are the main motive functions of these industries, both public and private? Students, we have seen the main motive in the public is to do welfare activity. Welfare activity is the main motive of the public sector. To provide or generate employment is another motive of the public sector. In the public sector, we find or it is common strikes and lockdowns are common in public sector when the people are not satisfied with their work or if they are not getting their rights, they have full freedom for the strikes and lockdowns. It is very common in public sector. There is a scope, long life and job security in the public sector. Now, private sector, if you see the private sector, main motive in the private sector is to earn maximum profit. It is a business oriented sector. Expansion of organization or its production activity is another main objective of the private sector. No or very less strike and lockdowns in private sector we can see. Very less strike or almost nil we can see in private sector. Now, the future and the life of the private sector depends upon the market condition and the ownership. It may have sometime long life also, it may have sometime short life also. For example, if you see our present condition, which is the world is facing, is COVID-19. Now, in this sector, in this situation, we have seen the people who are working mostly in public sector, their jobs are secured, but we have seen the people who are working in small unorganized sectors, casual laborers, daily laborers, marginal farmers, marginal laborers who are working in towns and cities were the worst sufferers. They don't have any protection of their job, they don't have any security, job security. So these are the differences which we find in public and private sector. So that's all today's. We'll continue tomorrow.